very quickly, first of all, great opportunities provided by Street Football Cymru, that chance to represent your country.
Yeah, absolutely. It started off as and still is by a social concept. Gets pretty serious, doesn't it, when there's an international tournament around the corner? But to be fair to the two girls, Keris and Maria know well anyway, and Jo, of course, came on there. I think they've got the right balance. Obviously, they'll want to be competitive. They'll want to win in Ireland, but it seems to be all about social inclusion as well. So it's a great project. Fair play.
It is, and representation of country is something that, well, looks like they haven't stepped away from it. It's been denied.
Interesting development. We were questioning the timing last weug. Weren't we wondering kind of thing behind it? It's since come out that they weren't picked, the Croft boys, to go to an Olympic qualifier in Italy. There was an issue with the weight categories, which meant they would both have to go in the same category, and they've always sworn they never fight each other. We're reading between the lines and guessing that may have perhaps impacted on selection. We don't know that. It's only guessing, but they weren't selected to go, and that seemed the final nail in the coffin for them in terms of the Olympics. So unfortunately, whereas we assumed that they'd made a pretty difficult decision to go professional, which is still a great move for them, don't get me wrong, seems like it was one which maybe was forced upon them.
Yeah. Because they would have been targeting the Olympics as that big shot window. They did well with Commonwealth.
100%. There's obviously a bit of boxing politics going behind the scenes. Not that I know anything about what has happened, but perhaps there's potential few English boxers that are coming up.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I am going to say it, the Welsh will be put aside. And they did so well in the last Commonwealth Games. It's cruel, isn't it? It is cruel, but hopefully it can be a positive step as far as they're both concerned, turn professional, and who knows what will happen, mixing with the right, coaches and everything and the contacts they have. They could make a decent living out of them, and I wish them both all the very best.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah, they've certainly got the calibre, haven't they, to go on. They've already shown that at such a young age as well. Still got careers ahead of them. And not ahead of them, though, cut short in the indoor cricket. Neyland haven't been able to get to Lords. I'm just trying to think where they got to last season.
Well, they went to Lords last season, didn't they? It's actually... And I've always said it's one of the things hanging over this generation of Neyland players. They've been to Lords 3 or 4 times now, not won there. That was problems for your cricket club go. That's not a bad one to have, that you that you qualify for Lords every year if haven't won it. But now just Ferndown Wayfarers, they played yesterday in what I believe was
the national regional
semi-final in Taunton.
Yeah, in Taunton.
To lose is no shame. Obviously, it's a good size, but very surprised at the manner of defeat. Neyland restricted to 72 and the opposition passing with no wickets down. I don't remember Neyland ever beating as convincingly as that, Good, even
no, that is truly a hiding voice, unfortunately. I think it was Murray and Koeman opened, Fraser. They didn't get off to the best of starts. And to be fair, Sean Hannon had a decent knock, and Ross Hardy. And unbelievably, in that game, it's only one innings, they didn't take a wicket. It's hard to believe, isn't it? With they're so
such an efficient bowling and fielding side indoor.
Yeah, but they will learn from that experience. They will, and they're the Welsh champions, and they have been for a number of years, and they'll bounce back.
They'll bounce back, and someone who's bouncing back in adversity and some sad news. He's not letting that stop him. We've been touched by the story of Craig Maxwell.
Oh, remarkable story. I mean, Gordon just talking off air there, stage 4 cancer. He's using his own harrowing condition to raise money for charity and doing it in an admirable way, walking the coast path. I can tell you from Saturday, you don't want to be spending more than one day on there at the moment, or 1 hour, I'm glad they weren't coming through on Saturday, but no, look, it's a huge reception from around the county, and so there should be. I know they stopped off at the Sloop in Porthgain. His Pembroke Dock have hosted him, of course, his former club, and I know Milford Haven Rugby Club hosted him as well in the week. And it's true courage and adversity. And you see so many GoFundMe pages for nonsense now, don't you? People raising money for everything to help fund themselves. This is a cause which is really worthwhile, and admire his bravery and the people travelling with him as well. Admire their bravery, the weather at the moment as well, to be honest. But a great concept, Gordon, in it, and life into perspective when you see something like that.
Yeah, it's incredible, Fraser, isn't it? You're right. Stage 4 cancer it's awful. It's the worst news anybody could ever have. But he's taken a positive step, to be fair, and to raise money for Velindre in Cardiff, the cancer unit there. I think they're aiming at raising at least $1 million. I think they'll achieve that because the rugby family have all got on board. There's a lot of celebrities
Sam
as
Warburton
well.
joined them the other day.
Yeah, there's a lot of celebrities and all got involved, and it's heart touching. I mean, Craig has 2 young children as well and a wife, and we all understand how much family is, and it's quite poignant, isn't it?
And of course, they're due to finish the Sunday. They're carrying the match ball for Wales v France, and not the condition of carrying a match ball in, by the way. I hope who's ever in charge to drop it.
I hope the roof is closed.
Yes. But on a serious note, good. You mentioned the point here that the rugby fraternity have got on board people like Warburton and Goff as well, I believe. I mean, carrying that ball, then it'll obviously become a very public thing when they carry the ball, and so that will help raise publicity and hopefully raise donations as well. So we'll look maybe to get Craig on when it's all said and done. A remarkable man, fair play to him.
Yeah, definitely, and sending good weather vibes for the continuation of the walk around the coast. And please do keep us updated. I know that Golden Grove School went out to meet him, talking about coast and survival. So he's going around giving talks and educating as well about his experiences to a new generation as well. So wishing you all the best with that onward adventure. The time has come for the magnification of rhyme with TJ. So all that's left for me to do is to wish you a good sporting week. We'll be back again next week for the Pure Sport Show with Eaton-Evans and Morris Solicitors. Fraser and Gordon, thank you so much for your time again, as ever, this evening. And we'll do it all again next week.
Look forward to it, Tom. Bye.
Wants us to shout about you. Messages now.